We could use it for teaching.
Variation. I haven't even seen it before. Cheap variation. Yeah, same. Yeah, just for students. So, all we're doing is creating a box around that where the strain is or where the injury is. We're just lifting the tissue. That's all we're doing. So maybe set this up. It doesn't have to be exact. Does anybody have like a hamstring injury or fat pad impingement or anything like that? Deltoid strain? No. So I'm just going to make the center of my box the area that I'm going to unload, or where the injury is going to be the center, right? So this might not be exact just because I'm sick of the demonstration. So all I'm doing is I'm just going to paint a little box around the injury. We have 119 track athletes, and like pretty much halfway through the season, I'd say half of them are wearing these boxes all over their hamstrings and their quads and different parts of their body and whatnot. This is really easy. This is something you guys can do tomorrow. It doesn't take any practicing. So my cuts are a little irregular, but ideally you want something that looks somewhat like a square, like the A. So if my strain's right in the middle there, that's the area. I'm going to just have them laying in this position like this. All I'm doing is I'm going to pull one direction to the other, but I'm going to lift the tissue towards the midline. So all I'm doing is I'm just going to peel the tissue away, lay the tape down. It's going to come up because of this hair, but I'm just going to give a slight tug as I pull the tissue in and lay it down. Come to the next one, same thing. Slight pull as I pull the tissue down. I'm just trying to create this little pucker effect all towards the midline. Pull and flip the tissue away. And pull, tissue away. So now I've got this box. See all the ribbing here? That's the tissue actually being lifted up. It's a similar effect to the kinesio tape, but we're not actually putting tape directly on the area that we're doing, but we're just picking the tissue up and bunching it all together towards the midline, right, to create this little pucker effect. The good thing about the box is that you can treat in the middle of it, right? So you can do ionto, you can do ultrasound, you can do stim or whatever it is that you want to do with it, and they can wear this for 2 or 3 days. But again, like I said, they should get off the table and they should feel the difference when they get off the table. Yeah. So it's significant. I mean, it's instantaneous. It's actually really neat. And
just as following the kinesio principle as well.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing. I mean, if you think about it, you're just bunching all the tissue and moving it towards the midline as aggressively as you can, and not allowing the tissue to flatten out, right? So you're just bunching it all and you're containing it all in the same area. The idea, it's like a like a waterbed theory. You coagulate everything to the middle, and you have depth versus it being lengthened and being aggravated by being on its maximum tension at rest. If they're laying in this position, it's uncomfortable with that. So the same thing with another thing you can do too, the same thing I use a lot with swimmers is the deltoid. You do the same thing for the deltoid muscle. Box right on the deltoid. A lot of times what we see is their rotator cuff range of motion is restricted because the deltoid is really, really tight from assisting with abduction and repetitive motion that swimmers have. And so we unload the deltoid and take the deltoid away from the rotator cuff, and their range of motion immediately comes back, just from a piece of tape, a couple pieces of tape. So we use this on the hamstring, on the quad, on the side of the leg. It's a form of decompression. You should let them try it on your deltoid.
Do you have a deltoid strain?
Is it summer shoulder kind of thing? Is that when it's going to talk to you?
Yeah.